Men put too much pressure on women to come. That is one of the reasons why most women fake their orgasms. You hear some guys say, "Oh, come for me." "Oh, yes, come for me." Come for you how? Like, I don't get it. Is it that your word is like an activation key for them to come? Come for you how? Come for me. Oh my god. Oh yes, you're coming. Oh yeah, you're coming. Come for me. Come for me, babe. Shut it. Like, please. Is it that your word is like an activation key that the moment you say come for me, ooh, the rain of heaven opens? Like, it doesn't work that way. When you say come for me, is she going to tell you, "Oh, I'm not coming"? Or like, I don't get it. So it makes them, at that moment you say come for me, she's just like, "Oh, okay, I'm coming." Like, it just teaches you how not to make her come. Literally, you hear some people say maybe a girl is in a moment of enjoying like extreme pleasure. Maybe what you're doing at that point is differently pleasurable and she's enjoying herself, and then she behaves in a particular way. She's like, "Oh," or she gives expressions or something, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, you're coming. Come for me, babe. Oh yes, that is it. Come." You're like, do you have to interfere with her movement? Let her express herself and enjoy. You don't have to, because you keep doing that, she's going to withhold expressions going further in sex, because it feels like she's going to feel like she's giving the wrong signals whenever she's expressing pleasure during sex, and she might not want to like give you the wrong impression, so she's going to hold back, which is going to affect the whole sex generally. So men, let's try to do better. So now, going into how to know if she's faking her orgasms. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notepad. I jotted some things down so as not to miss out anything. Though this is surface level, like this is not just everything. This is just surface level of how to know if she's faking her orgasms. Yeah, my name is Aderon Care. I'm a sex and relationship therapist. If this is your first time here, welcome to the community. Please subscribe. You're going to be enjoying the whole, and I'm sure you've been enjoying it so far. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always coming back. I love you guys. Thank you so much. So right back into the video, we're talking about how to know if a woman is faking orgasm. So let's talk about the first thing, which is our body. Now, when women are coming, they tend to act in several ways, like differently. It applies to different women differently. So you see some people breathing, some people trashing, some people like just wiggling and some of those things, and some people, they are so still, but they make like really sudden movements in the middle of their stillness. Yeah, so if a woman is coming and she's just there, she's like, okay, I'm coming, she's just using her mouth to say I'm coming, and her body is just there is no particular movement. Yeah, she's faking it. And yes, some people have mastered it to the point that they behave in certain ways. If you are so skilled at knowing what they call rhythmic flow, then you will be able to tell if it's a lie, if her body is just, if she's just performing, as if she's coming, and if she's actually really coming. Yeah, her body movement. Secondly is a sound. So when a woman is coming, it's actually, it could be deep. The sound varies, like it applies differently to different women. So you could be like, she's like, sorry, excuse me, she could go, "Oh, I'm coming, I'm coming." I'm like, I'm coming. So I might not even make so much sound, so it might just be, but the sound is going to be very different. It's not going to be like, "Oh, I'm coming." Oh yes, you just hear them say, "I'm coming." Sometimes their face is like really, if you could tell from their face, they're like maybe bored, and all of a sudden you just hear them say, "Oh, I'm coming." Maybe because the guy is like, he wants to come, she's like, "Oh yes." So she would come with you and let's just end the sex, that kind of thing. So a sound is probably just there, or sometimes it's a little bit over the top, like she's screeching too much that even you are like something performative out of the movie, like when people are coming in porn or in the movie, maybe she has already mastered it and then she's using that on you. So a sound is whether extremely over the top or just too normal, and yeah, she's probably faking it. Another thing is the timing. You're having sex with someone and maybe they are just there Then all of a sudden, maybe she sees that you're coming, and suddenly she's like, oh yeah, I'm coming. All of a sudden, there was no flow or rhythm that maybe she has been. There is no way a woman wants to come and it's just sudden. You've been doing something really good, because it is constant extreme pleasure or constant hitting of the G spots that leads to the orgasm. So you are doing something really pleasurable. There is going to be a reaction, consistent reaction, to the point where she comes. So imagine someone just being quiet, she's just there, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, I'm coming magically, like that. She's faking it. She's faking it. Yeah, no cap, she's faking it. Magically coming, nah, she's faking it. Or something out of the blues, like you get the gist, like just out of the blues, she's just coming. And then another thing with the timing is recovery time. See a woman, she's like, oh, I'm coming, and then she comes, and then you continue. There is no break in transmission, there is nothing. Like, she's just very okay with you. She just finished coming, you're still penetrating and thrusting, and nah, that's a lie. The same way it goes for men, that they need recovery time, is the same way women also need recovery time. It's just that the recovery time for women is like really small. Like, it's just like, let me catch my breath. Then you need to, caress the body again. Then maybe peck, nipple stimulation, or maybe, just a little bit of foreplay before you, continue in the mode again. And it might not even take that long time, but immediately after she comes, you can't just keep penetrating. At that moment, you have to, like, maybe withdraw, give her time to catch her breath, then you can continue again. But if she just finished coming, and then, yeah, you're still doing what you're doing, trust me, she faked the orgasm. And then another thing is communication. If you're asking her, oh, is this fine? And she's saying yes all through, everything you're doing is working. There is nothing bad about what you're doing. You're doing A, yes, it's good. You're doing B, yes, it's good. You're doing C, yes, it's good. It's a lie. Nothing is going to be all that good. Yes, for men, for women, sex is something you practice, you learn. There are errors. You know what not to do next time. You know what to do next time. It's not going to work. It's not going to be all good all through. So if everything you're doing is working for her, no, that's a lie. Trust me. There is no pro in this thing. Even the most pro of people, there are some times when you do something that does not really work at the point in time for that particular person. So if everything you're doing is working, trust me, it's a lie. So yeah, guys, this is surface level of how to tell if she's faking an orgasm. Extreme pitch, or boring sounds, or a sound that look like it's coming from a movie, or a body movement is extremely performative, or it's just to there, and then timing is suddenly magical. Whenever you're coming, she's coming too all of a sudden, or she's coming and then she's like acting like a body rhythm is just everywhere. Trust me, she's speaking that orgasm. And yeah, this video is not to put anybody out there, it's to help your partner know that something is wrong with your sex life and you could make it better. Yeah, everybody coming is what the whole sex should be about, not just one person coming. Understood? Capiche? So yeah, if you've watched this video and you feel like, oh yeah, you can tell that your girlfriend has been faking it, or she has ever faked orgasm, or your wife has ever faked the orgasm, then you guys can talk it out. Do not fight it. Do not fight about it. It helps you ask questions. What have I been doing wrong? Is it what I'm saying? Is it what I'm not saying? Is it, ask questions, learn about each other all over again. Explore, try new things. If you need to come into my DM, my email is in my bio. You can, send a message, an email, and there I will respond. Thank you guys for coming. Catch you guys later. Bye.